Meeting of the City Council workshop, January 12th, 2016 to order. First of all, I'd like to wish everybody a Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Roll call, please.
Mrs. Bastelli? Here. Mr. Pallone?
Here.
Mr. Sirianni?
Here.
Dr. Selly?
Here.
Ms. Billings will be absent this evening.
First item on the agenda is the beach concessions. Mr. Willing, would you like to just talk about it?
Yes. As you know, we're building the 3 new stands, and 2 of them have an area in them for food concessions, North Bath and West End. And the area in the north end of the Cottage Avenue stand is suitable for sundries or whatever you want to call it, cold drinks and snacks and that type of thing, but no cooking. There's no exhaust hood. We're putting in the exhaust hood, and the concept was to allow the concessionaire to come in and do the cooking equipment that they have to put in at their expense. So we wanted to go out to bid on this and see what type of interest we would get. We wanted to get busy on it and felt that we had to discuss it with you. We didn't feel we had to discuss it. We wanted to discuss it with you before we go out. We had worked up, basically, Dave Spaulding had put together the terms and conditions that we had used the last time we went out. Freddie had a couple of comments on it. Stan had a couple of comments on it, as did Kevin, and we put them into this and have them to you for your review and comment. And if you are good with it, you can authorize us to go out in 2 weeks. And if there's some changes that you want to see, we can make those changes or discuss them. But we felt that the last time we got for West End, we were getting 11,000 when Sandy hit. So we based the 21,000 you see in there on basically on that, a slightly lesser amount for North Bath because we don't think it's as busy a beach and will do as much. And then a smaller amount still for Cottage because there's no prepared food, cooked food that they can serve up there. So we thought that 21 would be an appropriate amount for all 3. We wanted to bundle all 3 and not do them independently because we didn't want to have to deal with 3 different operators. We've had inquiries from the people who leased West End the last time, who were very, very good. It was an outfit that did halfway houses at golf courses and a few other things. I don't remember what else he did, but he was a professional food operator. I've had inquiries from 3 or 4 local food vendors, people who have businesses in town. So the interest is there. You know, what we get as far as bids will be determined at the time we receive bids. But, you know, what you see is what we did the last time. And, you know.
The only thing I don't see in here, and maybe I missed it, is any clauses for, 3 years is a fairly long time. If there's anything that goes wrong, do we have an opt-out here anywhere?
You have the default clauses. If they don't pay the rent.
Yeah, we're out on that.
We're out
but
on
I
that.
hear what Joy's saying. If we have somebody who isn't up to snuff, we don't really have an opt-out clause in this, right there.
Saying that we're going to dismiss them.
Yeah.
We would have to have some reason to dismiss them. I think if you look, I think near the end it says every year, if the city decides to either have redevelopment or not decide to re-up, I think it says we have to give them, I think it's 60 or 90 days notice. I think it's near the
I
end
don't
of
see
the,
I
that.
didn't see that.
it's at the end of the document.
Is it?
Should be.
No, I don't see it.
In the event the
Might wanna add
intent,
that.
it's number 4, section 1, receipt of bids. In the event that the city intends to exercise this right, it will provide written notification to lessee at least 60 days prior to the start of the next beach season of its intent to do so. And then it says, however, the city reserves the right to cancel this lease at the end of any beach season if necessitated by an impending boardwalk improvement project or redevelopment of the area requiring vacation and/or demolition of the
Wait a
premises.
minute, where are we reading?
Yeah, where
That's,
is it?
that's the very
Number 4,
first page of the resolution establishing terms and
section 1,
conditions.
receipt of bids.
Section 1, number 4, receipt of bids.
We ought to maybe modify
No.
that to cover what you're talking about.
Yeah, that doesn't quite say what I was.
I think we need to tune that language up.
What would,
Yeah, I was gonna say, I
Only
think
thing we
Mr. Aaron
say-
needs to determine what that language needs to be.
If there's an impending boardwalk improvement,
That can be eliminated.
I think that they're looking for,
I was just,
if they're not fulfilling their obligation, not just for boardwalk improvement or
Yeah.
area redevelopment.
if whatever isn't up to whatever standards we decide to have, and where are those standards?
okay, I got the clause. What you want is if they are not, for example, being open at the times you want them open.
If they violate,
And if they violate that, if
The
they're not,
arrangement.
if they are not serving food, or if they have disturbances, or if they have something, then we have the right to cancel the lease, put them on notice, and give them the right to have a hearing.
it's nice that we are getting
Yeah.
a rental, but they're there to provide a service for our guests, and if they're not getting that.
Over the last 20 years, there have been a couple of things that didn't
Yes,
work out,
there have
leases
been.
that did not work out. And unfortunately,
When I came in, we had Lemmy down here, Larry Lemmy, who was very good. And he did a great job and kept it for a period of time. And then we had 2 in the middle who were brief, who were not so good.
So what problems were you experiencing when you say not so good?
I think there was a gentleman who was somewhat inattentive to the business, would be a kind way to phrase it.
Yes.
And
it's several non-payment of rent.
and then we had non-payment, which was a problem. And the last, as I said, when we went out the last time, the guy that bid it, I forget his name, but he was really just a class guy. Did a nice job on it, ran a nice operation down here. He was a professional, and he wants to come back. I know he's been in contact with Stan.
Is it possible to request healthy options for food?
Not all fried foods have some variety.
Yeah.
Like healthy options? Is there something that we could put in there?
We did have a,
Says all menus have to be approved by the administrator.
yeah,
Yeah, I did see that, yes.
yeah.
It does say that, so could we maybe put together some kind of standards or?
Hard, healthy,
Well,
take
you
care of the
create the
gluten-free.
menu for us, right?
Yeah, he's gonna have to get it to us. It's gonna
Well,
have to be
you-
approved.
you
I'll give
get-
you guys a copy of it.
You
Want
get into a
gluten-free
lot of
option.
things. Gluten-free,
Gluten-free, hard-
vegetarian,
hard, healthy.
hard, healthy.
Right.
All my favorites.
Oh, they'll be the fried items, don't worry. I'll be right there, too.
You're supposed to give it to us at the time of the signing.
Following, if they're certified with, through ServSafe, the safety sanitation, does that come under Board of Health, or is that stipulated here?
No, it should be stipulated in there that they're gonna have to meet all the health, fire.
Says that.
Also have the,
They have to
yeah, the
meet the health
serve safe thing will be
requirement.
required through the health department. And then they're gonna have to meet anything from fire, building, permits, the whole nine.
They have to get everything.
Thank you.
They have to give me the menu each year, all over, which I'll send to you.
All right.
I think the menu
You
should
better
be
be-
part of the
You
bid
better be
specs.
buying.
It is.
So that
yeah.
you can, you can
It has to be
review the
submitted
menu.
prior to us signing it.
Well,
So,
with the bid, so you can
Yeah.
determine whether or not you want them. You could conceivably take $1,000 or $2,000 less if you feel that the menu would be beneficial to the citizens. You follow, did I make that clear or not?
yeah.
Okay. If somebody gives you $30,000 and said it'll be nothing but fried
A
food,
tofu burger is a,
you know, you can make a choice.
My everyday staple.
Okay, you understand what you want?
Yep,
Yes.
we will
We'll get it
change that
done.
around, and we'll get the resolution on for approval next week.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Don, if you have something?
It's fine.
Okay. Michael, you're all right?
I'm doing good.
And they're doing great on the, what's the next item? They're doing great on the progress down there. It's coming right along, so. We didn't have boardwalk update, but they're moving well.
I've heard a lot of good comments about it.
Yeah, I've heard nothing but good comments. Really refreshing.
Can I have your review of the regular agenda? Anybody have any questions or comments?
I'm good.
Joy?
I think I got all my questions answered. I did have one, but I don't recall what it was. I think that sounded
Okay.
I'll break that into song and dance.
The agenda by consent. And I need a motion to go
So
close.
moved.
Close
Need a
this
motion to
meeting.
Close.
Close.
All
So
in favor?
moved.
Second. Aye.
Now I need a motion to close.
No song and dance.
I need a motion to adopt the resolution to go into executive session for the following items. Litigation, Lepore, Long Branch Partners, contract negotiations, Habitat for Humanity, The Pier, Blackbridge, and personnel matters, the Health Department.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Mrs. Bastelli?
Yes.
Mr. Plum?
Yes.
Mr. Siriani?
Yes.
Dr. Selly?
Yes.